Hello.
Congratulations to APC for a victory in Edo State. How would you assess, what we saw in Edo State, even though people are saying the election was peaceful, but wasn't free and fair?
Thank you, my brother. My name is Lucky. I will still repeat it and stand on it. Edo no be Lagos. Yes, I'll tell you why. One, I was on ground. What really happened that very day? Thank God we did not see a lot of blood, killing. And don't forget the two party, major party, PDP, APC, they are from same village. Let's say Ishan side. I'm from Ishan and Urumi. And it was a very good contest and between the two parties. But Lumide Akpata, I see right from the one that is not the turn of Benin. That is Labour. If Labour have choose from Isham, I believe that all of us could queue up of Labour. But I was insisting that either the APC man, that's Akpoboro or Ikotalo, whoever win, we need development from Isha. Right from years, they have not been a government. But when, don't forget, President Tinubu said, when the APC delegate visited in Nasrok, he said, I'm going to deliver APC to you. Is that what you want? Say yes. Automatically, don't forget who employ INEC, who guide the police, who guide the army. But the content was okay. But at the end, what played out? He played for Gobayi, which they manipulate and give it to APC delegates. But when the Benin, those want to stage a heavy protest of the Obas and the governors called everybody in the Benin say, look, after all, the two candidates, they are the same brother. So we don't need to fight. Yes, why I said I don't know in Lagos that in Lagos State, when there is even you are doing well, you are not doing well, you remain there. As far as the Godfather said, that's the man I want. But in Lagos State, we decide and change. That's why the flop of Obaseki. Don't forget about Seki is going. So that means if Igodalo is there, automatically Obaseki will control Igodalo. But in Edo State, we say there's no Godfatherism. Godfatherism should stop. But for us, for the election, that election we teach Nigeria, we make so many Nigeria to lose hope in election that the president be appointed by INEC, they will do their bidding. On those two, we go the same way. Another two, we go the same way. 2027 is in trouble. So Nigerians have lose hope. For me, I said it. I said, look, I'm going to dust my card and keep it until maybe when Tinubu is out of government because I can see purity. That's why what the army assured us, the police. I see there was a delay, deliberate delay in the asylum time. It was around 12. We were there around 12 that they brought all these materials, which is very wrong. But by then, Akpororo and Oshomola have already done their bidding. You can see there's a lot of integration, which Yaga Africa came out and tell the whole world that that election was a sham. They will expect that election they expect INEC to at least use that election to redeem their image. But INEC, Mushud, what they call his name, disgrace himself. For them, today, I don't think many Nigeria will bring their mind and say they want to vote 2027. Election of Nigeria is a charm. So I think that is it. For me, we don't need to fight. Two brothers. If Akpororo APC is done well, if Egodalu is done well, the elders have called the youth. Say, look, this is your brother. We don't need to fight. Let's see for 4 years. If it don't do well, but don't forget, they're still going to court to go and contest it and see how convert it. We need to test the court.
All right, Lucky. All right, Lucky. As you can see, the APC big wigs, were jubilating when the APC candidate emerged victorious in that election. It's a victory, not just for APC, but for people like Oshomole, Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President of the country, Eze Yamu, and the Deputy Governor of that state, Philip Shuaibu. Now, the question I want to ask you is that did that election reflect the conscience of Edo people?
The election did not reflect at all because of this big wing who came all the way from Benin. Don't forget, all the chairmen of APC, the governor of APC, the government house. Some of them living in Oshomale's house. You know, let me tell you, it's a plot to Obaseki, not the Edo people. But we decide to just look that governorship must go to Isha. I don't understand me. That's what we believe. Particularly me. If APC are picked from Esako or picked from Benin, it will be a disaster. But the two candidates, they are from Isha. But forget all this, whatever they are called. I know that APC would have to hear in Edo State. But I am not interested in that. What I'm interested in is development. Let's see how the Akpabaro will use that governorship to at least to change Edo Central. Because for long, we have not been in a government. So because of that, you have to accept it. But another thing is that Nigerians have to look forward to see that election in this country is being determined by Asoro. Where President said, I'm going to take it, he has taken it. But to tell you that Nigeria have lost interest in anything election. They have lost interest because the president opened it and said, I am going to take Edo, give it to APC. And he has done it. Don't forget, the man who is controlling INEC is being employed by the president, called Tinubu. And the police too, who employed the police, is the president. He has taken it. In fact, he's supposed to be in the US. Because of that election, he had to set to see how the election will go. And he's going in favor of him. But thank God, our Papa have won Oshomole that it's not the time of jubilation. It's not the time of jubilation. And Edo people, I said, why I say I don't know Lagos is that the Edo people, if you see them, they're accurate. They don't need to wait for you to spend the whole years. We change immediately there. I don't know what I mean. We need to change. We don't need to say Godfather is this. I know some Godfather play by Asoro. As Tinubu, in fact, he played a role. And he said it, I am going to deliver APC to Edo. And he has done it. So, automatically, it's between the Edo people and Asoro. That's how the game ended. Between the people of Edo State and Tinubu, the game has been done. But he left for the governor to prove Edo people that he can work. If not so, the Edo people will still decide and kick him out.
You were so much optimistic of the victory of PDP in that state, and with your usual phrase of Edo no be Lagos. Now that the table has turned, now that power has shifted in Edo State, would you continue using that phrase Edo no be Lagos?
Yes, I will still use it because in Edo State, the voters matters. You know, when they don't say it's the turn of the Isham people.
But aren't you ashamed?
Yeah.
Aren't you disappointed?
No. I'm not disappointed. You know why? Why I'm not disappointed? Because the two candidates, they are from my area. Because what I need, I went to my village. You know, sometimes we start in Lagos, so we just talk. I went there. I won't tell you like in Uromi, there is no government for 8 years of Obaseki. I don't see even water. Nothing. Roads are bad. So we decide, and the man, Akpabaro said, I am going to do that. Let's give me proof of that.
But why didn't you support the APC candidate from the onset? Because now you are saying Obaseki didn't perform up to you guys' expectations. So why didn't you support him in the first place? Okay, why you always after PDP, and always saying you're using that phrase Edo no be Lagos?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Before, we have been under PDP for long. We did not suffer the way we are suffering under APC now. And I don't think no Nigerian man, even till now, will like to hear APC. What? Nobody. Everybody hate APC. They use that election. Hold on. Don't forget, the president used the power to remove that, to remove PDP and give it to APC. Why? So that Nigeria, the whole world will say, yes, Tinubu is working. That is the reason why APC don't voted for APC. That is the reason. But he collected that thing directly. There was manipulation.
How did you collect it? You said he manipulated, but there were reports that Obaseki also involved himself in vote buying.
No.
His deputy governor said it. Philip Shuaibu said it on Arise TV.
Both party. They all but the highest bidder, those party, the highest bidder is APC. Instead of APC was paying 30,000 naira.
So it was a matter of who was smarter.
And not the other one. When collector of resort, are you aware? You must carry resort for your word. Afterward, to the police, to the local government, from local government to the National Coalition Center. But some of these local government, like the Osaka West, did not do that. Did not compare to INEC regulation. That is where they do their damage. If you check the contest, just how many votes? 50,000. I get it, 50,000. It was a manipulation. And don't forget, the president said, I am going to give Edo to APC. That one is low. He has done it, the damage. If INEC did not do that, maybe he will remove INEC.
Now, what lessons do you see a Fubara in Rivers State learning from the election of Edo State?
That means anything, any election under Tinubu, whether 2027, whether Ondo State, whether Anambra State, let Nigeria rest assured that election under Tinubu APC is zero.
What I'm trying to say in essence is that you are aware of the crisis going on in Rivers State, as per Wike and Fubara, and of course Oshomole versus Obaseki. Now, what lessons do you think people should learn from that, especially Fubara, the governor of Rivers State?
I'm still saying the same thing. That's why we are heading to one party system. We're heading to one party system because the system they use in Edo State, they can still use the system. As far as President appoint INEC at the police, so they are still going to use the system. It left from the Labour, PDP, the opposition to come together. This election will teach them sense. For them to the will be with the campaign, with the noise in Edo State. See what happens. How many nobody do got. So let the opposition, like PDP, Labour, other party, most party come together and form alliance. Nigeria will support them. If not so, people will lose hope of coming out to vote. I'm telling you, I went to Edo State, I saw what happened. That really, the Abuja really played their role. No matter how noise you make it, no matter how you vote, yes, Abuja came play. So we can't rule it out. I mean, we're heading to one party system. I mean, this country, APC, have destroyed the INEC. If in fact they control everything, Buhari did not use that. Buhari did not do that. Buhari was open. Kulok was open. But under Tinubu, first election, he said it openly. The whole world had it. I am going to give you APC Edo State.
But what do you expect him to say as a member of that party? Because the president is a member of APC, whether we like it or not. I get him now, and you should expect him to also campaign for his member in Edo State.
But when you are campaigning, you should use a civil language. Don't just say I am going to give. If you say I'm going to give, who employed the INEC? He has paid the INEC. He has given INEC matching order. That if you don't do that, 2027, you don't conduct election. He has done that. That is the simple thing. That's what I mean. He has given them, and there was manipulation, not from the collection center. That's what I mean. That is why Obaseki moved when he had the formation, moved to collection center, and warned the INEC chairman that they should not allow any education, anything robbery, and they did it. It's done.
All right, look, you talked about the failure of PDP in that state. What are you expecting from APC as per economic recovery?
Now we have my brother, I can say it's my brother, and they need, I think we need mostly in our Eastern side. We need development. But if we go to Eastern, we go to Ekpoma, the roads are bad. You know, when I went there, I said, what's the reason that Obaseki, our Asian voted for Obaseki. I won't lie. Asian not. We get almost 12,000 votes. We voted for Obaseki under PDP. But the point is that my people there, my old men there, said, look, no water, no road, electricity, zero. That's what I mean. I go around and check. Some of them say after all, Obaseki he only concentrate on Bini, another area. And this time around, it's our turn. Whoever win, whether you see the problem we have in ideology is that we are looking party. We are looking party, but we are not looking the individual people. But let's see what our government will do. Whether it's going to change mostly Isha. That's what I mean. Where we have university in Ekpoma. Let's see. But for me, we are still waiting. If he did not do well, I know Edo people. I don't know if Lagos. They will still change him. All right. They will see if you don't do well. They will do. That's what they did. Abracadabra. They came to play in Asoro. If you check the voting, it's just 50,000 naira. It's just 50,000 comparing what they have. I don't know. But it was That thing were done in midnight. Where collation, when everything I got it to us.
Did you ever envisage Labour Party winning in that state? Did you ever thought of Labour Party, coming, victorious in that election?
When I saw APC pick formation, PDP pick formation, I know the game we pick because my fighting that time is not the Akpataton. Even when the Obi going there campaigning, shouting, it was even the last day, moving around that they should vote. Immediately, Obaseki respond and say, "Look, see, it's Shaton. I'm from Benin. I'm just going out. People should open your eye. Go and vote for Isha man. It's their turn. APC is there." And when I noticed that, I said, "It's our turn. Whether the APC win, Isha. Whether PDP win, Isha. That Labour is not Labour turn." So thank God, Labour did not prevail. But for me, what I need, the damage has done. I'm not expecting APC to talk about that place. Now he's done, but the same person who is leading that area is my brother. The Hodalo is my brother. And I think I can see our movement.
So it's a plus for you.
Yeah, it's a plus for me.
All right.
But now the adults now, the Isha EDG are not trying to call both of them together to see how they can develop. If you have Isha at heart, let's see what they can do and develop. What people need is transportation.
What advice would you give to the parties that will be going to tackle the outcome of the results in the court?
They have a lot of proof, but the point is that who control the court? He said Tinubu, he will still tell the judge and say do the needful, if not so. But one thing we need to learn, our mind, our set, our hand have loose. I will not vote again, bring my card and vote. I said I want to vote for this country. This country is a mess under this Tinubu.
So
I am not hiding it.
Definitely, you're not pleased with the outcome of the election.
But despite say the man favor us, I am not pleased. But what happened is that it was the three of them, they campaign. That election supposed at least to have attend where we are going, where Tinubu for years is going.
All right, thank you so much.
But now he has failed terms of conduct of election, directing INEC to do the beating of Asoro.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We still have other topic to treat. Let me quickly talk.